I'm going to talk about football, and I'm going to make it so amazingly wonderful. But I'm just going to say that it's wonderful, and then you're going to do the actual talking about it.
Alrighty then. Class C2 District 4 race took another turn Friday when Crofton beat an undefeated Hartington Cedar Catholic team 28-20. Cedar Catholic had led 20-7 in the second quarter, but Crofton took a little bit of momentum with the halfback pass for a touchdown late in the first half.
Timeout. The halfback pass was a big play, but that 19-play, 99-yard drive, that was all on the ground. But being able to move the ball like that late in the game for a team at this point in the season, that's huge. That just says that your offensive line is bullying.
It shows a lot of trust in the offensive line, and obviously Crofton has a lot of that. And to beat an undefeated team, no less than Cedar Catholic, who had beat Battle Creek just a couple of weeks ago.
Timeout. Let's talk about what Battle Creek did this week, because Battle Creek had another tough game.
49-6 against Lutheran High Northeast, scored a touchdown on every single possession except for the end of the game. They ran the ball on 50 of their 55 offensive plays. But what they did passing the ball was pretty impressive too. Only threw the ball 5 times. Josh Hick completed all 5 passes.
Timeout. And my favorite player, at least name-wise, Stonecraft, had 3 catches for 129 yards and 2 touchdowns. Am I correct?
You are very correct.
I didn't even look at the sheet of paper you have there. I just know Stonecraft's numbers because that is one of the best names ever. Stone, you need to thank your parents. They gave you one of the finest names I've ever heard.
A couple of undefeated teams also went down last week. O'Neill St. Mary's losing for the first time this season, 36-12 against Bloomfield. McGuire Mack praying a 6'4", 267-pound offensive lineman. Actually had 2 catches in that game. A 4th and 13 conversion, and then later on the same drive, he had a 5-yard touchdown catch on another 4th down play, and that really helped Bloomfield get the momentum.
Timeout. Let's talk about Norfolk High, because they put a whooping to Omaha South after Omaha South had a bad night already because their bus broke down.
The 58-6 win for Norfolk High. Lane McCallum tied the Class A state record with 6 touchdowns on the night, 4 rushing, 2 receiving.
Wait, yeah, he did.
16 carries for 149 yards on the ground, 3 catches for 30 yards. Norfolk has Omaha Northwest on Thursday night.
Live streamed here at NorfolkDailyNews.com, 7 p.m. Let's talk about more games that are coming up this weekend, Friday night.
Bloomfield and Osmond, both teams are 5-1 on the season. That'll be a big game in that district race there in Class D2 as well. Definitely want to keep your eye on that for 8-man.
I know I'm covering volleyball this year. I'm making a prediction on that game right now. Hold me to it. Osmond beats Bloomfield 44-42. Neither defense slows each other down because Bloomfield is too physical for Osmond. Osmond is too fast, too quick, too deep for Bloomfield. And they say, yay, we're Osmond and we win. They do. That's when they win games. That's what they say. They say, we're Osmond and we win.
Let's make a note on that on the prediction just so that way we can play that back, whether or not you are right or wrong.
When I'm right.
Sure, because you're making Donald Trump impressions today.
Everything I do is tremendous. If I'm going to talk about a football game, that football team
A few other big games this week. You have 6-1 Crofton at 6-1 Battle Creek, 5-2 Stanton at 6-1 Cedar Catholic. Another 8-man game to watch. 5-1 Wynot travels to a 4-2 Randolph team that's probably a little bit better than the record might indicate.
It's a disaster. The record's a disaster. Just nothing but a disaster. But they're a tremendous football team. But that record, it's a disaster. It's all the whole world. It's all a disaster. You could have fixed it in the first 7 weeks of the season. Where were you?
For Tom Behmer acting as Donald Trump, I'm Nick Benish, and thank you for joining us on Timeout.
This video is a disaster. Wrong. Tremendous.